Me to record. Okay. F8F.1 question 6. Okay, they say X is a normal distribution. The mean is 45. The standard deviation is 8. Question 5. Okay, sorry, yeah. Question 5. So they say suppose X is normally distributed with a mean of 80 and a standard deviation of 10. Right? Okay. Okay, so now for the first part A, they ask you to find the probability of X less than 72. So this one is okay, correct? You use normal CDF, negative 10 to the power 99, lower, 72, 80, and 10. Okay, so what do you get? What do you get, Kevin? 0.212. Okay, 0.212. Okay, now part B. They say hence find. Hence means you are going to use the answer in part 1 to help you to do part 2. Understand? So you want to find. So now you have this. Anything in between, we can split it into 2 parts. So this one, I can split it into 2 parts. I can say is the probability of X less than or equal to K. Take away probability of X less than or equal to 72. Doesn't matter, got equal, no equal. Equal to 0.1. Am I right? So we know that this value is 0.212. Am I right? So I can say that probability of X less than K is equal to 0.312. Got it? You bring over, you add. So now, you want to find the value of this, correct? So you have to know that you have to use inverse norm. So inverse norm, when you have less than, means left. Correct? More than is right. So you key in the area, the mean, the standard deviation, and you select left. Then the answer will come up. Are you okay? So when you have in between, you have to split into 2 parts. Clear? Okay or not? So remember that, Okay. One of your friends also can solve this by using solver. Okay. You may want to try to use solver to do it. And how do you use solver? Okay, so let me. But in exam, try not to say solver say so, okay? Because that is not mathematically, logically solved. Yeah, you are using instrument to help you to solve. You don't have the understanding of maths. So I'm just telling you, if during the exam you really don't know what to do, okay, if you really don't know what to do and you don't know how to write down like that, okay, if you get the value of K correct, they still will give you full marks. Okay, so what you can do is for part B, but because this question, you get the K correct, also no mark. Do you know why? Do you know why this question, if you get the value of K correct and you didn't write down this one, I will not give you mark. Do you know why? Can you please underline the word hence? When I say the word hence, means you must make full use of part A to solve part B. If you didn't show any usage of part A, you will get 0 mark for that part. You see or not? So the word hence in maths question is very, very important. Hello, do you all get me, class? That means if you didn't show this step, you will not get marked for whatever value of K that you get it correctly. Because of the word hence. If they say hence and otherwise, then you have a choice. You see or not? So you have to read every single question carefully. So if they didn't say hence, then we have another alternative of doing things. Okay, huh? So I don't know whether it works or not because I haven't tried before. So you can use solver. So you go to your numerical solver. So you have 2 parts, right? One is a E1, the other one E2, correct? So E2, you put 0.1. Okay, E1, what do you put? You go to normal CDF. Yeah. So your lower, you key in 72. Your upper is a question mark, right? You don't know. So you don't put K, you put X. Anything in your calculator, you put X. So, but you must know your X will be more than 72, okay? So now upper. Then your mean, 80. Your standard deviation, 10. Okay? So the thing will come out here. Then you press OK. Then there will be a number of X come out. Correct? So you make sure the X here that you choose must be more than 72. You can put 80, up to you. Are you okay? So I just put 80. As long as more than 72. Then you press alpha. Enter. Then you wait for some time. I think the answer will come out. Your graphic calculator solver is, as long as you don't know what to do, right? You pergi cari solver. In the exam, you get stuck with any solving, right? Try to go to solver and do something to it and get the answer out. So you won't lose mark on that. So that will help you out in saving the time of solving. Are you clear? Because when come to your final, solving manually would take up a lot of your time. So 2 hours, you really cannot finish everything if you want everything to solve manually. So try to make full use of the graphic calculator to help you to do whatever the graphic calculator can do for you. Can or not? Do you get the answer? Yeah. So you see how useful your solver is, okay? Review 8A. Question 6. Okay, I want to teach you how to read the question so that you straight away know what the question wants, okay? 8A, question 6 is the weight of edible parts of the batch of, got Coffin Bay oyster. Okay, have you ever tried before? It's normally distributed. So W is the weight, okay, it's normally distributed, with a mean of 38.6 and a standard deviation of 6.3. Okay, so now part A, they say, find the percentage of the oyster that weigh between 30 and 40 grams. So you see, so this is just probability of W between 30 and 40 grams. So this one you use normal CDF, right? So you will get the answer. Yeah, I don't have to go in detail. Okay, let's look at part B. From a sample of 200 oyster. So my N is equal to 200. That is called a sample of 200 oyster. How many would you expect? So you see, how many would you expect to weigh more than 50 grams? Okay, so this is nothing to do with binomial. Yeah, so you look, when I say probability, okay, if I tell you probably, okay, probability means percentage. Okay, so I say probability of my students who will get A+ for maths is 0.02. Okay, that means 2% of my students. So if I got 300 students, so how many will get A+? 300 times 2%. Am I right? So in this case, how many would you expect? This is nothing to do with expected value. So what you need to do is you have to count probability for this to happen first. So probability that the weight is more than 50 grams. You get that? So you don't get confused by the question. In this case, nothing to do with binomial. So in the sense that for probability, it gives you the percentage. So if you know the probability, you will know how many. Do you get me? Hello? So what is the answer for this one? So you also use normal CDF. Okay. The online one is given 0.03518. 0.03518. Is that correct? Okay, so therefore, the expected number will be 200 times by 0.03518. Got it? So if you want to link it to binomial, it also can mean like that because this is NP. Am I right? Expected value. See or not? And you round off to the whole number. Can or not? Okay. So that is how you read the question. Student, as you read the question, you have to write down, V represent the volume. Okay, so V is normally distributed with the mean of 503. Okay, 503, and you don't know the, yeah, you know the standard deviation. The standard deviation of 0.5. Okay, of the bottle. Okay, they say 1% of bottles are rejected because they are underfilled. Underfilled. Okay, so the word underfilled here means the volume is less than a certain value. Understand? So the probability for this one is 0.01%. That is how you read. And 2% reject because they are overfilled. So 2% of the bottle are rejected because overfilled. So overfill means the volume is more than a certain value. I call it KLM. Cannot use M. N. Okay. Is equal to 0.02. See or not? Otherwise, they are kept for retail. Find correct to one decimal place the range of volume in the bottle that are kept. So if you can find the value of K and the value of N, then you can get the answer. You get me? You use inverse norm. So K will be inverse norm. Okay, area 0.01, 503, 0.5. Less than, you choose left. Cannot? N is inverse norm. 0.02, 503, 0.5, then right. Then you get this. Then you say cap. That means the volume must be between, write down the value of K here, the value of M here. So this will be your answer. Can or not? You reject the 2N. You kept the one in between. Okay?